Hey guys, welcome back. I've got a new video for you today and it's all about the new Natasha Denona Mini Retro Palette. We've got 5 shades here. It retails for $25. I bought it off the Sephora website and there are 3 repeat shades and 2 new shades. So I've swatched them and I think I just dug my nail into it. So I'm going to swatch it from here to here on my arm, which I've already done. So we've got Galaxia, which is a Christochroma top coat, and then Industrial, which is a metallic. We've got 60s, which is a creamy matte, Vintage Taupe, which is a creamy matte, and Pixie, which is a metallic. So here are all 5 shades swatched. Really very beautiful. This came out of the green brown palette. I don't know, I think the other ones came out of somewhere, but I know that these 2 are the newest shades. I am a fan of Natasha Denona minis. I have 3 here and 2 upstairs. So I have the Mini Sunset, Mini Nude, Mini Glam. These are my 2 favorites, the Mini Nude and the Mini Glam. And then I have the Mini Gold and the Mini Star. And I have found that some of her 5 pans are inconsistent in quality, but I have played around with this twice and I am here to tell you that this is really great quality. It is the standard really great Natasha Denona quality that you would get in one of her larger palettes. So it is 5 shades for $25. Yes, that is a steeper price point, but still pretty inexpensive if you want to experience the real experience of Natasha Denona shadows, which these are. So like you saw, they're very, very pigmented. There's no fallout. The mattes are very pigmented, really beautiful. The metallics are great. And then we have that one top coat. So here it is. And like I said, it has a retail value of $25. It's 5 pan. It is paraben free, not tested on animals. It has a lifespan of 24 months from the shelf. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a demo now with this palette. So I'm going to go do one eye off camera, show you what we're going to achieve, and then we'll do this eye together. Okay, you guys, here is the eye look. And I will be putting on lashes, of course, but here's what we are going to do on this side. I'm taking a Rephr number 16 brush, and I'm going to take this shade here and put that in the crease and roll it up toward the brow bone as well. Flicking it out, and I'm just going to go in circular motions and bring that all the way to the inner corner as well. And in fact, going straight up almost into that divot I have here, because with my eye shape, I have to do it that way. And I have to tilt my head back as well because I have a slightly hooded eye. So I need to get into that crease. And I'm just going to layer this up a couple of times to really get maximum pigment. And flicking it out. Now, I do have to say, on the other eye, I did not have any fallout. I used my fingers, I used a wet brush, and I didn't get any fallout at all. So I'm impressed about that. Of course, this is her latest release. It is available at Sephora, and it should be very popular. I am assuming it will be very popular. So as you can see, that shade really builds up very, very nicely. Very, very beautifully. I'm going to go on the lower lash line with the same shade with a Rephr number 14 brush, and I'm going to bring that down really, really low. And I'm going to, in fact, go with it one more time after I put the darker shade on the lower lash line as well, just to really, really smoke this out. And I'm connecting it to the top as well. Really taking my time to blend. Then I'm going to go ahead and take, where's that brush? I guess I could take this one too. All right, I'm going to take the shade here, which would be, I think it's 60s on the same Refer 14 brush. And I'm going to start just dotting this in the outer corner. And I have to look back and get it right in that crease. And then I'm going to roll in circular motions just on that outer corner, really depositing most of that pigment right there. I'm going to flick it out a bit, roll it on the lower lash line, about halfway. Taking a bit more just to get that pigment, and I'm going to press that into the socket. Just pressing motions really, and then going in circular motions. I'm going to start taking it through the rest of the crease to the inner corner very, very lightly. There's going to be light product going on the inner corner, and I want most of the depth on the outer corner here. And as you can see, it's nice and smoked out, very pigmented. I'm just going to take an extra fluffy brush, no product on it, and blend out any harsh lines. I'm going to also take that first shade we went into and go over these lines and go underneath again and really smoke that out. I like doing tutorials step by step by step and really showing how long it takes to achieve this look. Anyone can achieve the look, but it's all about layering, going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to really get the max results. And then I'm going to take on my finger this beautiful green shade here on my pinky finger. Look at that. I'm going to sandwich this right where that dark 60s shade is. I'm going to go to about half, and I'm going to put it up into my crease as well. So now we're looking like this. For the inner corner, I'm taking both of these shades. I'm going to take, I wiped off my pinky, this shade first, which by itself looks like this, and then I'm going to add that topper to make it look like that. And it looks like nothing, but you'll see. And I'm going to do the same thing again. And then I'm going to spray my finger, a little bit of setting spray, and just pat that on. And it's not that pigmented still, I have to say. It's really not that pigmented. So I'm going to go on this Refer number 02 brush and do the same thing. Gather up the pigment. I'm going to spray the brush and dab. Now I find that I have to keep doing this over and over and over to get my desired level of pigmentation that I want. So it is a really subdued palette. The really only very pigmented shades would be the mattes as well as that green. I mean, these are pigmented, but they need to be built up. And I am mixing these two shades, so I'm going with the dark pink and then the topper. Really nice glossy topper. I'm also going to put that on the inner corner. Working it upward and onto the brow bone. Mostly that topper shade on the brow bone. And then I'm going to take the same brush, just wiping it off, taking this green shade here, that really nice beautiful green, and putting it right in the middle on the lower lash line. Can you guys see that? And I'm also going to take that topper shade and put it right here making sure that we have a nice inner corner that's saturated by layering these two shades. Now there's a harsh line here to here, so I'm going to add this matte shade with the product on it and sort of shimmy that back and forth and back and forth. And it creates a really cool color, as you can see. I think that's a really cool color. It's almost like, it would look like a duochrome. And then since we've lost some of that pigment, I'm going back in with that green shade. And I'm just going to layer that on the outer portion as well and bring it up into the crease. And then again, taking this shade here and going above, back into the dark green, just making sure that it's in this crease. And on the outer corner, smoked out. And again, once again, going into this nice pink shade and really smoking that underneath it. Taking a clean blending brush and just going over all the lines here, making sure that they're not very harsh. No harsh lines. I'm impressed with the palette. I really like it. I like the look that I'm able to come up with right now. Going to take the Fenty liner in Big Truffle, and I'm going to line the lower waterline as well as the upper waterline. Now here's where it gets a little different. I'm going to curl my eyelashes, taking my Essence Lash Princess, and on the lower lash line, I'm only going to that outer third with mascara, where the darkest part of the eyeshadow is. And then I'm going to add a layer to the top. And now I'm going to go put on lashes, and I will be right back to talk about the blush that she launched. Okay, here's the final eye look with lashes on. I think it came out really, really beautiful. I love the quality of this eyeshadow palette. There are no real repeat shades in my collection as far as the other 5-pan palettes that I have of hers. It performs, you know, I think when she first started out doing these little mini palettes, she messed with the formula a little bit, changed it, and they were subpar. As far as the last 3 palettes that I've received from her, including this one, I think the formula is going to remain pretty consistent, which is creamy, very pigmented, little fallout, and just that standard Natasha Denona formula experience that you would have with her bigger palettes. Those are my thoughts on that, and I absolutely think you can create a very smoky look using just the green shades, and a very wearable look using just the pink and, you know, the pink on the top and just a winged liner or lashes. So here's the blush shade swatch. Is really very intense. I have it on one cheek here, and it is $19 for a mini, but if you think about it, you won't go through a mini blush that often. I've never been through a blush, but look how glowy this is and how pigmented it is. It is extremely pigmented, so be very careful. I use just a little bit. I think this would look really, really good on all skin tones. If you're very fair, be extremely careful. I'm medium to tan skin tone, and it looks really great on me. And I think if you're a deeper complexion, it's going to look amazing. So here it is swatched. It's got some of that, you know, highlight type of feature, but it's like a brighter, almost reddish color. Mine is shattered, that's why I can't show it to you. I had to pick up the pieces kind of and make a swatch and put some on a blush brush here. Yeah, and I have another one coming from Sephora, but that's what happened. So here I'm going to place it on the cheek, and you can see just how pigmented this is. A little across the nose. And I just dabbed in one or two times. But it's really very pigmented, super beautiful, $19. I highly recommend this. I highly recommend the palette. I think it's amazing. The color story is so beautiful. The look I came up with is stunning. I really, really love the formula of this. You know, the shades are incredible. They're very, very unique. So if you're in the market for a new eyeshadow palette, and I love the mini size, and you don't want a big palette to lug around, you want something travel friendly, very unique, blendable and pigmented, reliable, I would definitely pick this up if you have the money, the means, and you're in the market for a new shadow palette. So those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you are not already, like this video if you did. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend some few minutes with me and to hear my thoughts on the new Natasha Denona Mini Retro Palette. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.